Hello, here we go now with the first of the analytical steps to take in this process of building a strategy. The question is, what business am I in? And by that, what I really mean is, what am I selling and to whom? Who's the target customer? Who am I really geared up for in the business whose business I'm trying to capture? I see, and as I walk down the high street in Canterbury, I see a lot of apparent confusion about this. For example, a new bank opened with quite a shiny, unbank-like looking facade and big windows in the side of the bank, and quite kind of modern looking, not at all conventional looking. But what's the point of this? What is their product other than just conventional banking, and to whom are they offering it? I just can't see the point. First of all, there are too many banks anyway in Canterbury. The place is overbanked. So what's the point of another bank? Well, I guess you have to assume that you have something special to offer. This particular bank says their point of difference is that they're open on Sunday. Well, I guess my reaction to that is, who cares? I mean, would anybody choose a bank because it's open on Sunday? And as I walk by there, and this is pre-COVID, and now as well, I look through the window, and the desks are manned, waiting for business. There's nobody in there. I think they don't have a concept really of what business they're in, or if they do, it's simply the wrong business. I just see this over and over again. I wonder about the airlines. If you look at the various airlines that fly in and out of the London area, well, first of all, you look at Ryanair. It's very clear what business they're in. They're in business to sell as cheaply as possible, to compete with everybody on price, even if that means at the expense of decent service. Most people will tell you that they hate flying with Ryanair, but they do so all the time because they're the cheapest. Well, a very clear idea of what they're doing, who they're selling it to, what the product is, and so forth. Perhaps less so with British Airways. Not quite sure what business they are in. Because, of course, on the one hand, they're competing with Ryanair, flying to the holiday spots, but they have the first class section of the plane, they have the business class section for businessmen. Are they sort of offering everything to everybody, or what? I can't quite figure out what the long-term game is for British Airways. So the point that I'm making with all of this is that the first step in devising a strategy for the business is to think about what business you're in and what market you're appealing to with what. And a lot of segmentation may come about here. You may define a market and then realize that you have to chop it up into much smaller pieces as you decide how to approach the market. Well, once you've come up with a point of view about this for your business, what business you're in, what you're selling and who you're trying to sell it to, write it down. Write it down. Not only write it down, but share it with your colleagues, whoever is in a position to shape the business and to acquire customers and to shape the product and so forth. They've all got to kind of agree that this is what it is. Perhaps even to talk about what the kind of customer promise is, what the proposition is. You've all got to agree that this is what we're trying to do. This is what we're saying to customers, the reason that they should come with us. And by the way, I think you should also warn them as we go through this exercise that it all could change. You might come to the conclusion that you need a slight nudge into a different market segment, or heaven forbid, withdrawal completely from the business. I hope that doesn't happen, but sometimes that does as well. So there you are. Proceed with that one, and then we'll take you to the next one where we start figuring out how well you're doing. Okay, hope you liked it. Give me a like, etc., etc., and I'll see you with the next one. Bye-bye.